So 10 years ago, I grabbed my phone at the time. Uh, I don't even remember what phone it was. It was an iPhone. And I just filmed something that I do pretty regularly and made the video and put it out. I thought, it's just going to be whatever it is in the moment and just make stuff. So I just started. Um, and I don't really have I mean, I'd be lying if I said, wow, it'd be great if I were to do this and start making money off of it. That's never happened, obviously. So I just do this because I really thoroughly enjoy creating and having a platform to share whatever weird idea I came up with that day. I try to stay um, within my own reason. There are terms of service, obviously, with YouTube, but I just try to stay within whatever I feel is right and whatever I feel I should be talking about and how I should be speaking about things and whether or not it's something. I'm never worried about trends. I'm never worried about how people will interpret things because regardless of how clear I make stuff, people will still every now and again come into the comments and just run their mouth and they think they have some sort of control over what I'm doing or what I'm saying or how much I'm talking or how little I'm talking or whatever. There's always going to be an excuse or a problem no matter how clear cut you make it, no matter how many times you sit there and write your definitions of everything and how you want everything to be shown and presented and spoken. As long as I'm okay with it and I feel comfortable with how I did something or how it came out, I'm fine. So 10 years of making videos on YouTube now. July 15th, 2016 and is now July 15th, 2026. I never thought I would make it a decade. I thought, decade would be interesting, but I never thought, I'm going to get all the way to a decade. I didn't. And now, is it something that I want to keep doing? Yes, but I have resources that aren't uh, good prices anymore. All of the memory stick prices, camera prices, everything is shot up significantly to the point where I was hoping to not be pushed out of this via pricing or via gear. I don't try to chase gear. If I see something that I think that I'm going to use a whole lot, like this Insta360, I'll get it, and I'll always make a pact with myself that if I buy a new camera, that puts me in for 365 more videos. I always try to do 365 videos. I've done probably around 400 something videos with this and another 400 posts on Pixel Fed with the camera. I've been trying to do this. I needed something like this for this, but this I've been moving more towards doing more photography with this because that's where the strength of this camera is. It's an incredible video camera. I would put this up against that, the Insta360 with the Sony A7 IV. This camera is great, but I just kind of go wherever I'm feeling that day and whatever I feel I could shoot and whatever I feel I could make. I'm never worried about anything other than is it because there's going to be a video today. So I've gotten to a point now where um, I can actually be a week or two ahead, which I think is great. I'm not worried about a daily vlog. Nobody watches daily anyway. I can just what happens is sometimes people will watch in groups. They'll all of a sudden you'll see they'll watch like 3 or 4 videos in a row, And sometimes I'll leave a comment or something like that. You'll see like the views on videos in certain days or whatever. I don't care. I'm good. I've been creating with 0 subscribers for so long that now it says 1,200. I don't really believe that. I think maybe I'm at 5 or 6 people who watch regularly. Let's call it one video a week regular, which that's cool. That's something I didn't really factor in. I thought, well, maybe people will watch after the first month. I was like, you know what? People probably aren't going to watch. I should just make sure that it's stuff that I want to do, stuff that I want to see, and stuff that I'm interested in. Learning formats, learning different cameras, learning time lapse, and just different types of shots and everything. Because in those first 100 videos, I'm really just trying everything the camera does and what everything I can do on my phone. Um, um, but yeah, a decade. Never thought it would be a decade. Never thought I'd have this many videos, this much content, this many subscribers. I mean, relatively speaking, it's nothing. Like I said, it's 1,200, but it's probably around 6 people who actually watch. I don't understand why would you subscribe and not. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, the whole subscriber thing kind of makes me weary about the whole platform because is this actually a representation of human beings watching? Because if that were the case, I would have 6 subscribers, right? And not 1,200 and like have like 1 or 2 views a day. That just doesn't that feels weird to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Hopefully it's just me. But I plan on getting through the rest of this calendar year. So it's July 15th. I plan on going to at least the 31st of December daily. That'll leave me around 4,300 videos. Oh no, you won't have any. Well, that's fine. I think I'm really thinking about doing 3 days a week and do roughly the same stuff, just 3 days a week because disk space, time, effort, um, and I still have a huge back catalog to fall back on that people can watch. So I'm never worried. Oh, he only made X amount. I made more than anyone will ever watch. And that's great. I think I had a lot of fun doing it. There's never a point where I think, I don't want to do that. If I don't want to do it, I have enough of a catalog, like I said, where I can just, well, I don't have content for this week. I do have a bunch of guitar riffs that I have. That's what I'm doing this week. And I have a bunch of stuff that I shot this past few days that I'm going to be putting out. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be working on for my vacation. So there's going to be all different types of content and all different types of whatever I do, whatever I think about. I'm never worried about I never have to worry about being political and oh no, people won't watch if I say free Palestine. People won't watch if I say ICE is bad. People won't watch if I say the president is terrible pedophile that probably is a cannibal too, according to all the files that came out. It's you don't see the big creators talk about anything political except unless it's like hits them right at their footsteps, like with the DJI stuff. And even at that, they just don't talk about it. They have all their DJI cameras, and they're playing around with their DJI cameras, but then they don't talk about, oh, there's 2 new ones that came out that are like shifting everything, but they're not available in the United States. So that's why I'm on the Luna Ultra from Insta360, which is a great camera. I didn't want to have to shift manufacturers, but here we are, right? I don't want to be limited by anything. I don't want to have to worry about how people are going to interpret things or how people, because if I start worrying about that, you don't make videos anymore. And I think that's the reason the majority of people don't make videos after a while. They just get scared that, hey, wait a second, nobody's gonna watch anymore, and then I won't make my money anymore. I don't make my money doing this. I wish I did. I wish some of you guys would throw me some cash monthly or whatever. That would be great. But that's just not in the cards, and that's fine. I just I want to be in a position though where I can still make stuff. And like I said, disk space, the price has gone up almost double. Memory cards are all double the price. Those are major parts of this operation. So I can reuse cards. I can I have cloud space that I can start leveraging that I've been doing lately. I'll take everything that I don't need right away and dump it into a cloud space and free up local disk space. But that's going to run out at some point too. And you have to wonder where this all is going, because AI is nonsense. Um, at best, some people can leverage it and do things, but for the most part, it's just outpricing a lot of people for doing stuff like me. And what happens when all the small people that worked on your thing for free essentially go away? What happens when they go away and then there's nobody else to watch? Or you're only watching a handful of like giant creators that are like multimillionaires telling you how to do whatever? Then it just all goes away from the YouTube and just goes back to TV. I have Amazon, I have YouTube Prime, or YouTube Pro, or whatever they call it. The price keeps going up. There's no added value. They like have all these junk things that you can do. You can earn an award or you can do junk. It's junk. You don't get the ads, which is really nice, and I don't have to worry about an ad blocker. And then I watch a lot of it on my TV, then I have that ad blocker on my TV. And I don't know. I can say now that maybe the platform and maybe the actual usage and discs and cameras and all of that stuff will be the part that pushes me out rather than me leaving. I always say I'm here until I'm not. And hopefully that choice will be 100% me. Hopefully I don't, die in an accident, die from a disease. I could just tomorrow, you never know. Hopefully when I leave, it's my choice. I was on PeerTube, and then PeerTube, the host I'm with, just started, I disagree with how they're doing stuff. And then I asked, and they're like, ask here. And I asked, and they never answered. So I'm on Loops.video. That's probably where ultimately I'll just land and only be on Loops.video, especially in the coming year. I'm like I'm popular there, whatever that means. But when I have 400 followers there, I'll get a couple of hundred views on a video. So, that's actually, and you actually get interaction and people actually like it and people leave comments and that are actually nice and stuff like that. That doesn't happen on YouTube. So I doubt something crazy could happen and I could actually film it and it actually could go viral or something like that. The chances of that happening, I slim to none, which is fine. As long as I can keep doing it and keep enjoying it. That's the big thing. That's why I always check in with myself and look and think, is this something that I'm still enjoying? Is this something that I'm still want to do? And actually, I'm getting ready as I'm sitting here talking on blah 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 here that, hey, I have like 10 videos that I need to start working on editing, and that's exciting. It's fun. And like, hey, I can share my growth as a guitarist. I can share my growth as uh, someone who creates videos, someone who bakes, someone who, I'm exercising, trying to lose weight. I can document all those parts of my life and it's fun. I definitely won't be here in 10 years, YouTube wise, hopefully only YouTube wise. I definitely won't be here in 10 years, but 10 years in, I had a great time and I look forward to the rest of this calendar year. And then from there, I'll definitely make a video talking about what I'm going to do in the next year. So, but for the interim, every day, new video.